On October 27, 2025, YouTuber Cruel World Happy Mind released a video called The Fall of H3, and since then, she has released an apology video on her main channel, an apology livestream on her second channel, and even had a public conversation with Ethan and Gila Klein on the H3 podcast about the video. That being said, there were some parts during the conversation that I just want to highlight. I watched the full 3-hour video from Cruel World Happy Mind on H3, and it's 100% a Slop video. Not only is it a recap of popular moments in Ethan and Gila's career that was covered by hundreds, if not thousands of other commentary YouTubers, but it's also poorly researched. If a viewer who knows nothing about H3 were to watch this video, they would come out thinking that H3 stole the money from the FUPA fund, Ethan underpaid Trisha because he's greedy, and Ethan is potentially a drug addict. That's why I find it goofy that during the conversation with Ethan, Cruel World Happy Mind kept repeating that in the future she'll do a better job at researching.
When that is
as I said, I do agree with those sentiments of moving forward. I have to find other clip sources and, watch the full thing in context and always be sure I'm doing that.
That type of excuse only holds up if you're starting out on YouTube and still new to the scene. But Cruel World Happy Mind has been making videos since 2020, has more than 500,000 subscribers, and her fucking description to her YouTube channel is how she loves to do research. Imagine how embarrassing it is for a YouTuber whose whole purpose is to do research tells you that they messed up on researching. Well, you don't have to, because this clown fucking did exactly that, and the only reason she failed miserably was because she used H3Snark as a source over 60 times. Now, I do agree that there's nothing wrong with using Snark subreddits as a source, but you gotta understand that it's a secondary source and not a primary source, meaning that you shouldn't take it as face value and should always look for the original source, which is something that Cruel World Happy Mind didn't do in her quote-unquote research. She also said in her apology livestream that she's not an official journalist, so she still has much to learn. But I'm a 21-year-old college student, and I can tell you that knowing the difference between a primary and secondary sources is basic shit. It's even more embarrassing when you realize that just in the first 10 minutes of the video, Cruel World Happy Mind is already spreading misinformation about Ethan because she used H3Snark as a primary source.
Also, I'm terrified to make this video because of all of the reports that Ethan has been doing, even some of the weirdly veiled threats I've been receiving through Instagram DMs and comments from some supporters of Ethan. Ethan filing false reports against creators who critique him.
I'm proudly reporting this guy for, let's see, the most terrible, is it remote terrorism? Kind of. I don't know if that's the most accurate. He is encouraging and cheering on violence against civilians.
Not only does Cruel World Happy Mind portray Ethan as someone who submits false reports to silence criticism about him, but take a look at the clip she's using as evidence to back up her claim. It has brain rot content covering half the screen and is clearly edited. That should have been her first red flag that the source she is using has been tampered with, and try to look for the primary source of the clip. Well, if you take a look at the primary source from the H3 podcast, not only does it show that Ethan is reporting a channel that was promoting, but the video Ethan reported wasn't even about criticism towards him. It was a YouTuber calling the Israeli population devils and how he gets joy from watching Israeli people scream in fear.
These people are fucking devils, and seeing them run for their lives in fear gives me some kind of joy that is hard to describe. Tastes
satisfaction, yeah, that's right.
It tastes so nice. It's so good. You know what I'm saying? Let's watch these fuckers. Fucking cowards. Go back to
your country.
Yes. Go back to New Jersey, motherfuckers.
Go back to Boston.
Is this real? Oh, these streams. Music to my ears. Oh, one more time.
Now, why did Cruel World Happy Mind assume that Ethan was abusing the YouTube report system to silence criticism? It couldn't be, because she read the title of an H3Snark post, and instead of bothering to do an ounce of research, she just downloaded the video from the Snark post and passed it off as truth to her 500,000 of subscribers. So that begs the question, why would someone who apparently likes to research make a 3-hour Slop video? Despite making 3 public statements apologizing for her Slop video, Cruel World Happy Mind states that she will keep the video up as a reminder that she messed up.
Yeah, if a video I make doesn't accomplish the goals that I set out to do, I've failed as a content creator, I do think that I'll keep the video up as a marker to like of a point in time so that I can get better, you know, and just try and get better.
I'm going to be honest with you, sport fans. What she just said is a load of dog shit. The reason Cruel World Happy Mind is keeping the video up is because she has a sponsor in her video, and taking down the video will most likely mean she won't get the sponsorship money. If Cruel World Happy Mind really wanted to keep the video up as a reminder of her failure in researching and mislabeling the genocide as a conflict, then she should donate all the money she made from the video to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Actions speak louder than words, so I don't care that she made 3 separate apologies about her video when she has not taken any real actions to correct herself. To me, it just shows that she's just apologizing to avoid ruining her reputation any further, but doesn't want to actually face any real consequences for her video. The whole reason I made the Debunking H3Snark series was to show the average person that the H3Snark subreddit constantly posts misinformation and is led by moderators who create sock puppet accounts to avoid any form of accountability. But I never expected for a YouTuber who specializes in researching to fall for simple misinformation from H3Snark, let alone a YouTuber who has a big enough audience that their video can ruin the lives of the people they talk about. Hopefully, Cruel World Happy Mind learns from this huge blunder and not ruin the lives of anyone else by spreading misinformation from snark subreddits. But that's about it for me. See you in the next one.